McAwesome coming up in a little bit. A little consumer alert. So again, so many relatables. Marriage fighting. I told you about that earlier.
Hey.
So my Twitter or X got hacked.
Really?
Yeah. So if you go to just my name, Jason Matheson, you'll see my profile pictures down, the cover photos just blank, and.
Was it the aliens?
No, I was sitting. This is a true story. Hand to Oprah. I don't log on to X a lot. Nothing against Elon. Lord knows I don't want to make him mad today, but because I need your help, Elon Musk. But I'm sitting eating my soup. You know, at lunch, I'm watching Housewives. I got my puppy here, and I looked at my email, the email that coincidentally that my Twitter address is connected to, and I kept hearing this, bing, 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 bing,
Like it was going off?
bing, 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 and I thought, did I win a lottery or a slot machine or like what? Is Milo gambling? Like what's it? It sounded like a little slot machine. And I look at I had my iPad up here because as I'm eating soup, I'm looking for crap, for the show.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking. I look at my thing. It said 400 emails. I had received in my inbox 400.
From Twitter?
So I look at it and they're all from, I look and I don't know it's all Russian. It's all it's all Chinese.
Don't mess with the Russians.
And I'm like, I don't want to, I'm like, there's just a couple people I don't want to make mad. Vladimir Putin and Elon Musk.
Don't pick them off.
So I say this for a couple reasons. First, if anything weird comes from my Twitter account, it ain't me, sister.
Do it.
And number two, if anyone knows Elon Musk, have him call me. Thank you, because I need my account back. I can't access it. Okay, let's get started. Our special guest today is my favorite theme park influencer. Well, there's like a list of 3, and she's on that one because other influencers drive me batty. But Molly McAwesome, oh God, I love her, shares tips and tricks for Disney World, Universal, cruises, theme parks all over the country on her uber popular YouTube channel called The Mammoth Club. One of her recent series of videos involves riding every single ride at Disney parks in one day. Watch this.
It's harder here at Epcot because 1, you've got more rides than Animal Kingdom. 2, some of those rides are harder to navigate, like Cosmic Rewind, which has a virtual queue. And 3, you've got a few more bangers here, a few more popular rides to contend with, like Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, Test Track, and Frozen Ever After.
That's my girl. Molly and Alan started park by park and will eventually attempt to do every ride in Disney World in 24 hours. Audience, give it up for my buddy. It's Molly McCormick, a.k.a. Molly McAwesome. Hi, Molly.
Hey, Jason, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Are you crazy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Molly, what is your strategy with this? Because you are. You are the Yoda of these parks. You are the Obi-Wan. You are the Gandalf. How are you? What is your strategy with this? Your number one strategy?
Okay, so I will tell you it's filmed, and I know how many rides we did, but I'm not going to tell you. It's coming out soon. But the main strategy, we used every single possible tool available. We used after-hours events. We used minivans, which are Disney's Lyft partnership that are very expensive, but they take you from point A to point B very quickly. But I would say the biggest tool was understanding Genie Plus and Lightning Lanes and being able to work the system in our favor.
Yeah, and if you are not like Molly and myself and you do not speak fluent Disney, that is kind of a ride, a line-skipping kind of esque app that we'll explain later in another segment. Okay, now if you're not doing that, folks, if you just want a simple tip, again, Molly's the best. I think, and I agree with you here, I think one of the best tips for a novice going to a Disney park and wants to get the most out of it is taking advantage of what's called rope drop. Will you explain what rope drop is, Molly?
Yes, rope drop is when you get to the park as early as possible, and it gets that name because they literally used to have a rope, and they would drop it and everybody runs to their destination like it's Black Friday at Walmart and they want that big screen TV. So it's a great way. You have to get to the park early. So I'm not a morning person, which is a struggle for me. But if you get there early, you can beat some of those crowds that are coming in closer to, the mid-morning. And you can jump on some of those really popular attractions with little to no wait.
And Molly, don't you agree? Because this is applicable, I believe, at any theme park. It just doesn't have to be Disney. Get there early before, right? Wouldn't you agree?
It definitely helps to get there early. It helps to understand which rides are open and things, because sometimes like at Disney, some rides will open early, some rides open early for resort guests. So you got to make sure you know what you qualify for and where you're headed. But yeah, we just went to Dollywood and we got there and open too. So it's definitely a good way to get the day started and jump on some less crowded times.
We're going to talk about Dollywood on the other side of the break, but one more quick thing, another tip for everybody, because look, Disney is expensive. There's no beating around the bush, but there is a way to save money for hotels, right, Molly?
One of my favorite things, we work at the company called DVC Rental Store. They actually rent out DVC rooms, which are really nice resort villas at a fraction of the cost. So we work with them a lot because if you can stay on property, you get advantage of all these, you can take advantage of all these perks that come with staying on property. And if you stay in the deluxe and villa resorts, you get extra hours in the park that no one else gets. And so we like doing that.
Yeah, and DVC Everyone is Disney's vacation club. And then finally, we just showed video, the All-Star Resorts are a great option.
Yeah, they are Disney's least expensive resorts. They are value resorts. I remember staying there as a kid. They're big, larger than life with whatever theme they have, sports, movies, or music. And you do still get some of the perks of staying on property, like getting into the parks early or the Disney transportation, but you're paying a much more reasonable cost than some of the other Disney hotels.
We're not done. After the break, Molly has some tips for Universal, and we're going to talk Dollywood. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Don't forget to follow Mammoth Club. You want some of the best tips on theme parks. The Mammoth Club on YouTube. We are back with our buddy Molly McAwesome. We just did a lot of Disney talk, so let's switch it up and focus on Universal and some other parks. I'm going to ask you just a general question because everyone has seen the publicity, the social media ads, news coverage of the big announcement from Universal about their new park, Epic Universe. Your overall thought on it, Molly, as you look at stuff, what do you think?
I am giddy. I am so excited. I hope that everything they're advertising is true. They're talking about this amazing portal concept where you go into the main part of the park and then you go into these portals that immerse you into brand new lands. And it seems like you're not going to really be able to see what's in those lands until you go through the portals, which they've already done at Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Studios Japan. They've done it with Diagon Alley in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And it is so incredible and the most immersive lands I've ever been in. And so I think this portal concept is so cool, and I just can't wait to see it in reality.
And again, friends, Epic Universe will be at Universal Orlando, just to be clear. Okay, we did this, we did this for Disney. Let's do it for Universal. If I were to ask you, Molly, people watching at home, they're going to come to Orlando, and by the way, hello, Orlando. Where should they stay if they want a good deal at Universal Orlando?
Okay, at Universal, it's a little bit different. You should stay at the most expensive resorts because if you stay at their top tier resorts, which are Universal's Portofino Bay, Hard Rock Resort, or Royal Pacific, you get unlimited Express Pass with your hotel stay. And Express Pass is how you skip the lines at pretty much every line at Universal. It's very expensive to purchase it on its own. So usually the math works out to not have to purchase Express Pass. You're actually saving money by booking those more expensive hotels.
That is such a good tip because people think, oh, I'm going to stay at the cheap hotel. And then you get there and you have 4 kids who don't want to wait in line and they give you the bill for the Express and it's like $250,000. Yeah.
So yeah, it works on your check-in and check-out day too. So you could stay there for one night and have Express Pass for 2 full days for everyone in your party.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you mentioned at the top, I am so jealous, Molly. Talk to me about Dollywood. How was Dollywood?
Oh my gosh, I had never been before and it was such a dream. It was this beautiful park in the Smokies. Like, what's amazing about it is all the roller coasters are like nestled amongst the trees and it's so naturally stunning. The food, amazing. I'd heard about this cinnamon bread for years.
Yes!
And I finally ate it, and it lived up to all the hype.
What, Molly, describe the bread because I love carbs. Talk to me about what is it?
It's like the best part of a cinnamon roll, but an entire loaf of bread. This like warm, ooey gooey, cinnamony bread. It was unbelievable. It's one of the best foods I've ever eaten in a theme park.
What?
Yeah, and I eat a lot in theme parks.
Yeah, you did. How were the thrill rides? Because when I think of Dollywood, I'm like, oh, okay. But were there some actual thrill rides?
Oh yeah. There's this ride called the Wild Eagle where the ride vehicle looks like an eagle and you sit on the wings, so there's nothing under you. Your feet are just dangling. And it goes up like 100-something feet right into a loop, 60+ miles an hour. That one was awesome.
Row 2 of our studio audience just passed out, Molly. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot with a flash question.
Okay.
I'm going to go through each park at Disney World, our second home. I want you to tell me favorite ride at Animal Kingdom.
Kilimanjaro Safaris. You can't beat real lions and giraffes.
That's right. Favorite ride at Magic Kingdom.
Pirates of the Caribbean. A classic.
Favorite ride at Hollywood Studios.
Rise of the Resistance.
And favorite ride at Epcot.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Thank you. I know. I tell everybody, it's one of the best things Disney has ever done, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Awesome.
It's perfect.
Awesome.
Well, you are too, Molly McAwesome.
Oh,
thank you, sweetie. We always love you.
Thank
We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. Give it up to Molly, everybody, for all of her videos. Subscribe to Mammoth Club on YouTube. They're great. They will hook you up. I mean, if you have questions, they have a video on it. They're well, awesome. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody.